Welcome back to FM Story. We're into the final couple of months of Season 6. We're currently sat in second position. We are level on points with Sociedad in second place, but we've played a game less than them. Basically, the title's already gone, but hopefully we can finish strong in these last 9 games and secure second place and for the best position and for the best finish so far in the save. Before we do get started, if you do enjoy the video, please like, comment and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get going. We're nearly at the end of April. We've got a couple of big games coming up. We've got Barcelona next and then Atletico after that. April so far has been a pretty decent month. We started off with a 1-1 draw at home to Betis. It was a game of very few chances for both sides. We took the lead just before half-time, and then Danny Vivian scored an own goal under absolutely no pressure just after half-time, and that was the way it ended. Malaga, we struggled to break them down in the first half. Nico Serrano came off the bench and got the only goal of the game in the second half. And then, unfortunately, Ike Muniain got himself sent off for 2 yellow cards, so we had to sort of hold on a bit towards the end. We then followed that up with a demolition of Levante at home. Basically, we scored early on. In fact, we were 2-0 up after 20 minutes. They pulled a goal back from a penalty, and then we just took over in the second half. Nico Williams ended up with 5, and if you just look at the kind of the ratings of the sort of attacking players, I mean, you've got Sunset in the midfield, 8.6, Nico Williams 10, Julian Guerrero 10. You've got Inaki Williams came off the bench for 7.5, and Nico Vallejo came off the bench for 8.6 as well. And then we followed that up again with another victory over Elche, 3-0. Julian Guerrero with a goal in the first half, Nico Williams and Robin Lenormand in the second half. So going into that game against Barcelona, we have already guaranteed ourselves a spot in the Europa League for next season. So we're currently second, 73 points. We've played a game less than Real Sociedad and Villareal. We're a point ahead of Sociedad and 4 points ahead of Villareal. So hopefully we can push on and guarantee a Champions League place and still stay in the second position, actually. But obviously, given that we've got Barcelona and Atletico Madrid to play in our next 2 games, they're going to be tough ones. Barcelona are down in 5th this season. But pick up a result like we did in the home game this season. The only player we don't have available today is Alex Sola, a right back who's suspended. So Hugo Guillemot's going to play right back, and Zubimendi is going to come into that defensive midfield role. But otherwise, it's pretty much the form players we've got at the moment, the players that are playing well. Hopefully we can get off to a decent start here. We've not had an awful lot of the ball early on, 20% possession after 5 minutes. Ferran Torres. We would have only had ourselves to blame for that dallying on the ball in our own box. Very, very little happening. Right, we've nicked the ball back. Julian Guerrero. Nico Williams. Should have done better there. That was a really ridiculously long highlight, but in the end, a decent save from Kepa to keep Lewandowski out. I thought that was a penalty for a second. Oh! Overall, a pretty decent first half. Both sides have had chances to take the lead, but we'll take a 0-0 at half-time. Right, we've brought Vallejo on the left instead of Serrano. It might be too big a game for him, but he's performed well when he's come off the bench. And here he is. Oh, please be onside. Brought Vallejo on, said it might be too big a game for him, but within 30 seconds of coming on, he finds this pass. And Nico Williams sticks it past the keeper. Right. Come on. Oh, got a little nick off the wall and actually took it closer to the keeper. Right. How did he get beaten at the near post like that? I mean, it looked like he just went, here you go. Oh, come on. What? That's a hard one to take, having been 2-0 up around about the hour. So we've saved one of our worst runs of form for the biggest part of the season. We're now down to third. We're level on points with Barcelona going into the last day of the season. 2 points behind Sociedad, who were away at Getafe on the last day of the season. Barcelona are at home to Real Madrid. So hopefully we can, if Getafe can get something against Sociedad and we can somehow beat Villareal, then we might still be able to finish second. But going into that last game of the season, so following on from the Barcelona game where we were 2-0 up and ended up losing 3-2, Atletico Madrid, we were dreadful. Didn't create anything. They were the ones with the chances. And somehow we managed to nick an equaliser almost straight after they scored. So that one ended 1-1. We then went to Sporting and just similar to the Atletico game, we just really didn't create anything. Certainly didn't take any of the chances that we did create. And then got done by a 93rd minute winner for Sporting. And then we got slightly back on track with a 1-0 victory against Villareal, but we left it late for Danny Vivian to pop up with the winner. But we're going to need to be much better in this last game of the season at home to Villareal. So going into that last game of the season against Villareal, we've got a full squad available to pick from. So the only sort of slight changes we've made away from what we would normally do, Griezmann's come back in on the right-hand side for the last game before he retires, and Naki Williams is going to play from the left, and Muniain is going to play in behind Nico Williams. But we do have plenty of options on the bench to be able to change things if we need to, which I suspect we may well do. But if we could get off to a hot start, then put the pressure on Sociedad and Barcelona to get results in their games. So Sociedad have taken the lead away at Getafe, which is a big blow of any chance we've got of finishing second. Very, very little happened in that first half. Sunset, Sola. Oh! So we could do with at least a Getafe equaliser in the second half, and we need to do much better than we've done so far in that first half. Right, so we've brought Julian John Guerrero and Nico Serrano on for Nico Williams and Inaki Williams. Move things around a bit. That was poor. But we've nicked it back. I think he's offside there. Oh no, he's not. Oh. I'll take that. It's a lovely ball by Sunset. So Gilman nicks it to Sunset. Oh no, he is definitely onside. Lovely calm finish. Now, we could really do with a Getafe equaliser. We've taken off Griezmann and brought Aranga on up front, just a bit of extra pace. Hopefully might cause the Villareal backline some more problems. Oh, and there's Aranga. Oh, he didn't get on it. I thought that was in. Ooh. Barcelona wins as well, so we can't afford to slip up here if we want to finish at least third. Getafe have had a player sent off, so it looks like they're not going to get an equaliser. No, Getafe lost. I mean, after last season, I'd have snapped your hand off for finishing third this season, but the way we collapsed at the end of the season and allowed Sociedad to overtake us doesn't feel great. But overall, it's a successful season.